Hi, welcome to Your Mindfulness. This is week 3, and the topic this week is 3 minutes of pleasure. So I was recently listening to a book, and the book was called Eating Mindfully: How to End Mindless Eating and Enjoy and Balance a Relationship with Food. And my favorite golden nugget of wisdom was she said the average duration of pleasure we receive from our food is 3 minutes. And for some reason that hit me like a ton of bricks, and I thought, 3 minutes, really? Like all the calories and moments of food that we enjoy in 3 minutes? So it made me think. In December I was trying to be mindful with my food, and it was the first time that I was really consciously looking at how I eat my food and trying to consistently do it. And I was planning on making some cookies and sending some to a friend, and so I was, for weeks, I was planning on doing this, and I was like, oh, those cookies are going to be so good. It was a new recipe, and I was thinking, oh, this recipe is going to be so good. This is my favorite cookie. And then I made them, and before you know it, I gobbled down 4 cookies without even mindfully thinking about it. So mindlessly eating 4 cookies, and then when I got to the 5th cookie, I started eating it, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm starting to feel sick. And at that moment, I started mindfully noticing how these cookies made me feel, and I started thinking about all the food that I had just gobbled up. And I look back at that moment, and I don't even know if it lasted 3 minutes of pleasure, because I was so busy gobbling those cookies down that I didn't even notice. I mean, I just have that instant burst of pleasure when eating them, and maybe it lasted a minute or 2, but I didn't even pay attention to how long that pleasure lasted. And so then I've been trying to be mindful. It's probably about 6 weeks of mindfulness, and there's a vegan store in town that's closing, and they make the best chocolate cupcakes ever. And so they were selling them for the last time, and I knew that it would be the last time that I was eating them. So I went and bought 6 cupcakes, and I thought, if this is the last time I get to eat my very favorite chocolate cake or chocolate cupcake, I'm going to make sure I enjoy it. And so I spaced them out, and so every day I would enjoy one cupcake, and I would sit there and I would eat it, and I would take it bite by bite, and I would purposely see how long I could enjoy that cupcake or make it last. And I found myself sometimes taking the smallest little bites, or just licking a little bit of the frosting. There was one day I put it in my bag at work, and then all day I was like, oh, that cupcake, I want that cupcake. So finally I thought, well, let's just enjoy this cupcake if it's here. So then in between patients, I'd take a little tiny bite, and then I'd enjoy it, and I would savor it. And so that one cupcake lasted all day, and it brought me multiple moments of happiness enjoying that cupcake. And so instead of telling people you can't ever enjoy sugar, or don't eat cupcakes, or don't eat dessert, I thought, well, why don't we just enjoy the foods that we love and truly take time to enjoy them? And so that's your tip for this week, is to just stop and think about the foods you really love and the foods you really enjoy. And I know that we all should be eating healthier, and we all know that we need to make healthier food choices, but I don't think we should deny ourselves of our favorite foods forever either. I don't think it's healthy. So if you're going to eat the cookie or the cake, or or the piece of bread, or whatever is your off-limit food that you've said is a bad food that you truly love, just stop and enjoy it and see if you can make it last for more than just 3 minutes. And I was noticing with the cupcake, it would take me 10 minutes to eat the cupcake. And so that pleasure, that 3 minutes of pleasure, lasted for 10 minutes because I got to stop and enjoy and savor every single bite of that cupcake. So that's your mindfulness tip this week. So just stop and enjoy your food this week. So have a great week. Thank you for joining me.